can't mount it. Well, you couldn't because that'd be in the way.
No. Where am I going?
Down to the bottom of the hill. I'll show you another site job that you didn't get, Steve. There's remember there's an old house over here? Oh, they got a house on there now. There was an old house over here. Well, the foundation was up last year all during deer season, but they hadn't done the house yet. It looks like a double wide, ain't it? This is all state land over here, Alex, but there's no road.
Awful distracted, right?
Oh,
Busy going on.
I got a whole lot of shit
All right, slow down. Your turn's right here on the right.
on Cottage Road.
Why, is there a sign saying that?
No, my Garmin tells me.
Right here. This is the way I usually go in.
This must connect over to the other road.
This cuts over to Mead Road.
Yeah. This is what we were just discussing.
And if we're lucky, we may see, maybe we'll get lucky, we'll see it too.
I saw one today.
Might see one today. There's probably only one or two spots that may be mud on this road, but I don't know.
Generally, these back roads, I don't really see mud. It's usually water.
Yeah,
Lots
well,
of
I mean, it'll
water.
probably be more water than mud, yeah. They've been rehabbing these roads too. They put in some new fill here last year. Because it was rutted out. And some of the Steve on this side, some of it's posted, some of it's state. It's all cut up kind of funny on this side. Generally, we don't hunt on this side much. At least not until you get up in here a ways. Been on this one before?
This mobile.
Oh, so
Hunt season.
been a few years, all right?
We drove it.
It is all new stone they put in here last summer.
Yeah, this is better than most of the roads I travel on.
Oh yeah, it was getting bad. Bump. I went up in here one time and I got lost.
Looks like a trail.
I figured I would just come right. There's a road back there, but there's some logs across the road too, though. So I mean,
Well, if it's
you might have to do a little. You might want to bring a chainsaw.
well, if they're too massive, I don't try. I mean, if they're like a foot,
That does go back their ways, though. I mean, I've never went to the end of it.
if they're like a foot like wide, I'll go over them. But generally, I don't.
I'm sure I've
go
walked
over 'em.
back there probably at least. Well, I probably went back there at least a quarter to half a mile. Now this usually gets wet in here, but all that fill. Right here's where I was staked out, and Danny was right up in here when he shot that note that we had that come up. I was staked out right there, and I was giving up. I started walking back, and I turned around. All of a sudden, I saw him come across, and like 10 seconds later, I heard boom. I said, "Oh, Danny got my deer." This is where we always park, Steve. And then you can walk across the creek. There's a creek that runs down through there.
I see a.
Now the lean-to I'm going to show you is right up in those pines up there.
Where?
But we can't go. We got to drive up around. You ain't going to get down across that creek. No way, no how. Don't even think of driving down there.
Why?
It's a big old gully. I mean, it drops right down. You ain't never going to drive down there.
That's what you think.
I'm telling you, you ain't gonna.
That's what you think. I might have to do that another day.
Steve, he says he's coming up here to have your chain ready. 'Cause that's where you'll be told.
I have a 30-foot long tow strap.
No, I mean it goes right up and it's got to go and it drops down. I mean, it drops down like 5-6 feet. And the other deer Danny shot the first couple days, he was over in here, Steve. He was down here in these pines,
Yeah.
and he just nicked it. And we tracked him all up in there, and we almost got lost. But it's all posted land. He's like, oh, he ain't gonna get very far. And there was no snow, so it was real slow tracking because you only see a little blood here, a little blood there. See, the trout farm's over here.
Yeah.
which you'll see shortly. We're almost to the end of the road now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's actually right up in there. And then the fucking dude was going around circles. He's going left and right. He was going all over the place. I said, man, we're gonna get lost with me. And it was getting dark. This is probably the worst part of the road. And it tends to always be wet here too because the water runs down along into here.
I'd still drive my Neon on this.
I drove my Nissan Sentra out down here deer season. It looks a little worse than it was last year. Last deer season though.
Has a
See
lot of
the minnows in there?
There's the trout farm.
Yeah.
Trout farm. This road goes north to build over to Ferrani's house. Charlotte.
We took this road today, Steve. We went over to Worcester.
Yeah.
I like going this way. It's a nice little ride.
And then there's Arabia Road.
Oh, by the way, Steve, Arabia, where? Up
It's
here.
coming up here.
When you come up here, is Arabia Road. Does that cut back over to the Arabia over by Bill's?
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yep.
Because I went the other way and I'm going on and on. I'm like, how far does this freaking road go?
So where are we going now?
Turn back over.
Oh, because there's a lot of land over there for sale, you know.
Yeah.
Where are we going now?
Up to the top of the hill.
No power on the road though.
Oh, no? So no cable either, right?
No.
There's a little power. It just goes in the
Yeah, it
way.
stops right up here.
What, they might have generators back there?
I don't know what they do. Yeah,
Oh, there's some
yeah.
houses that go back first mile
Yeah,
or
there's
two.
hours there with no power at it.
Oh, man, that would suck.
That was solar. That was the problem with the foundations I did over there. They didn't keep heated all winter in the damn floor jack.
Oh. All right, just before this house, you can see a little access road. I'm going to have to hop out and open the gate for you. See that gate? That's the easement.
Are you allowed to open the gate?
Yeah. I've opened that gate many, many times.
With these people staring at you?
Where? I don't see any people.
Public easement. Do not leave this road.
And see that ATVs prohibited, all other vehicles allowed, 25 mile an hour speed limit.
100 mile an hour speed limit.
Why would they lock that then?
Keep the traffic out of there.
That's cool.
That's a ghetto.
It's weird. It's not even a road on now. It's just GPS.
No, because I'm sure people come up here and. Oh, sorry about that. There's a pond up here you can fish. I'm not sure what would be in it. Probably bullhead. Oh, if there's any, I don't know. The thing is, it's a state line. What if they stuck it? I don't know. It's not that big. That pond's probably might be comparable to your pond, except yours is oblong. This is more round. There's a few roads here I guess you could explore. There's a couple of roads that you can cut into.
Well, that one today was a little
Oh
exciting.
man, that better not splash in there. I'll get mad.
There's another thing up there, but that's
It's
probably
another-
private.
Oh no, there's a couple of camps right in here when you first come in.
See, what's the point of having that gate back there if they have one here?
I don't know. 820 acres.
Those are new signs that they're posting, the 24-hour emergency.
There's actually quite a bit
What's
of
that mean? So you can call them and tell them where you're at?
there.
Only place I haven't went around here because some of this is state land over here, but I haven't went down over in there yet. Maybe this year. Oh, there's a road.
Yeah, I saw
Well, if
that.
you can call it that.
There's one over there too.
I've never been down any of these.
Oh, sending out the
That's
road.
how that was over on the
They sell lots where you buy a color and you go in and cut the trees.
I don't think this. Well, you know what? I didn't drive in this road last year, but I don't remember seeing all that blue paint a couple of years ago. I bet they're cutting it this year.
So there's a few trails.
Yeah, that's that one.
That's a snowmobile trail.
I'm trying to think. That ain't the one.
Is
we
that
want.
deer up there? Yup.
Where?
Right up ahead. Or
On
is
the
that
right?
tree? It seems like it's on the right, but it's kind of far. It might be a tree.
Oh. I think
But
it's a
no,
stump.
it's a stump. But from the distance, it looked like it was a deer.
Yeah, it's more. I think that's new. That looks like it's fresh paint. Yeah, I never brought the Nissan up here because I didn't know how it would be last year. I've come up here a few times with the Ranger. See, this is why I want a four-wheel drive next time I get a Ranger. Come up in here. All right, slow down.
This is another.
Yep, this one you want, I think. Yep, this one you want. Back up. There's other roads down here, but this is the one we want. This is going to bring you to the lean-to. Absorbing all this so you know how to get up to the lean-to.
I have this. See that?
Two years ago, Steve, all these trees were down. They had, up until deer season, I mean, they literally cut them down just before deer season so you can get in here. All the city people, they drive their cars right back, their trucks right back in here because they don't want to have to walk all the way in here, I'm guessing. I was actually nervous coming down in here with my Ranger, Steve. I thought I'd get stuck. It's like, oh man,
A lot of trees blowing over.
oh yeah, there's a bunch of them around up in here.
Got a big straight line wind come up through here.
Yep. This happened not last year, the year before. All these got blown down. Yep, just a couple. This has been down. It's just been down a couple years. I think I've been hunting up here every year. 3 years I've been hunting up here. I think.
Got all mud on tire over here.
You don't even have four-wheel drive even locked in yet.
No.
Don't need it, huh?
These tires actually do pretty well in the mud. Now, snow, that's a different story.
Right. You have to take when you see it turn to the left. That's you're gonna want to take the left. Trying to get me wet? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah. You usually don't really get wet in here.
Unless you have a mark.
Yeah, unless you have Mark Roder like with you.
He attracts me.
He waits until you're like next to the water puddle and drive through it.
So, Steve, did you hunt up? Were you up here when you guys were driving, or stayed all down? Oh, well, I've walked a lot of this up here. And that continues on down there, and it brings you all down.
So I might have to come up here because this branches off, and this is actually maintained.
I have a map if you want a map.
They have a map for this?
I have a. You can. Yeah, it's online.
Really?
There's a way you gotta do it. You gotta go into DEC, and there's a way that you type it in. But I believe I think I still have maps for this, and it shows you the. Well, it also shows the trails because there's like ski trails. Well, these are considered Nordic ski trails, so.
Well, I saw a thing back there
That's
for
basically
like
what they have.
cross-country skiing.
Yeah, that's basically what that is. But these are ski trails, really. Like over there, looks like you go there. Oh, you want to go there? There's rocks sticking straight up.
Holy crap.
Bum, bum, bum.
I don't know if anybody camps back in here, but we're gonna have to walk here in a minute.
Who walks?
Well, you ain't gonna drive. Well, you can drive almost to Lean to. What the hell is it? Almost there. Almost there. Keep bearing right. A lot of tree roots. Holy crap.
Testing out the suspension.
We're doing the Jeep.
This is Jeep tour. I'm not
Jeep
used to
tour.
this, man. I usually walk through here.
Whoa, mama.
This is obnoxious. This makes you just want to walk it.
Almost
Right there it is. There's the pond, or whatever you call it, lake, and the lean-to's right away. You'll be able to see the lean-to in a minute. Actually, I can see it already.
Oh my god.
You should have just rammed it.
And break everything.
Oh my god, we got
That's why you gotta have a trophy truck.
we got another.
Hit all these bumps and not feel it.
Oh, that's a pretty intense lean-to over there.
I'll tell you, you get it. I swear, they're just like the ones at Alger Island. They're pretty much identical, I think.
Oh, so maybe I'll go camping up here sometime.
There you go. They got a fire pit and everything. You'll probably bring some wood up though. I don't think.
Well, I usually bring wood with me.
Oh, you gotta take a left now?
Yeah.
You can drive back in, but eventually there's like a little bridge, and you ain't gonna drive across that bridge.
Yeah, but that's
It's a
practically at the campsite.
It's a pedestrian bridge. Yeah, I mean, as far as if you're staying the night up here, you ain't gotta walk far to bring your shit.
That's better than the one in Alger Island.
No, I think it's just exactly the same.
No, that's
No, that's bigger.
All right, let's
You
walk.
know, I can go over that.
All right, you guys want to check it out?